My name is Reid, and I am a singer-songwriter. I'm from Mikisew Cree First Nations in northern Alberta. Music runs in my family and through my blood, I think. My mother played the guitar, harmonica, hand drums, my biological mother. And all her siblings, 10 siblings, they all had the ability to play several different instruments. And so I'm self-taught myself. And when I was part of the 60 Scoop, so after I was taken away from my family and adopted, I picked up the guitar later on after I left my adopted family when I was 18, and then started learning on my own when I was in my mid-20s. So where I'm at now is sort of on the edge of the beginning of making music videos and touring and things like that. I've already recorded one EP, and I'm working on a single right now in the studios. And so I'm just kind of on the edge, just getting out there. So my career aspirations are that I would like to win a Juno one day and tour the world. I've been singing since I was born, almost. That's what my mom says. I used to sing myself to sleep when I was a baby. And she also said I used to sing everything instead of talk. I would sing if I wanted some water or something, I'd say, "Can I have a cup of water?" instead of asking for it like any other normal kid. But help people. That's a big, huge thing. I think my music helps people, I hope, and to let them know that they're not alone in the world. My inspiration comes from life experiences. I had a really hard life growing up in the home that I was adopted into. My adopted mother was very mentally ill, and because of that, my sister and I experienced a lot of abuse. So you'll hear it in some of my songs, the things that I went through as a kid growing up. And people ask me, how come you don't write happier songs, more upbeat? And I always say, well, I write what I know. And my life was a lot of pain. Not anymore, because I've worked through a lot of it, but I'm on the other side of it now, which is great. But yeah, that's where my inspiration comes from.
Deja vu, deja vu, why do you haunt me like you do? Deja vu, deja vu, why do you haunt me like you do? Oh. 1 minute you were here, the next minute you're gone like deja vu. Where are you? Did this really happen? Am I really me? Where are you? Deja vu. Going about my business, not really thinking anything at all. Your memory shows up in my mind. Should I give you a call? Did this really happen? Am I really me? Where are you? Deja vu. Deja vu. Where are coming out of nowhere. Your smile, it hits me in my eye. Tears well up and I can't tell you no lies. One minute you were here, the next minute you're gone like deja vu. Where are you? Deja vu. Where are you? Did this really happen? Am I really me? Where are you? Deja vu. One minute you were here, the next minute you're gone like deja vu. Where are you? You're like deja vu. Where are you?
I wrote Deja Vu shortly after my father passed away in February of 2021. And I wrote some of the lyrics in there. You'll hear, Should I Call You? And the reason why I wrote that was because I used to call him almost every other day, and we were very close. And or once a week at least. And during COVID, I called him a lot, and he used to get sick of me, just hang up, or he wouldn't even listen. He'd just put the phone down, and walk away and come back. Are you still talking to me? So, yeah. So that's part of the lyrics you'll hear are the closeness between me and my dad. And there's a part in there that says, did this really happen? Am I really me? Where are you? And that part, I was feeling really lost and sad that my dad passed away. He was my best friend. So that's where that song came from. So my songwriting process starts out as I'm writing in my journal a lot. I write in my journal. I've been journaling since I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and started writing short stories when I was 6 years old. And then when I was halfway through school, I started writing poetry, a lot of poetry, and I'm a painter also. So once I picked up the guitar, it all started coming out as music and songs. And so writing in my journal is a big, huge thing for me. I have a lot of them all over my house. Probably 2 or 3 started, and quite a few full journals. And that's where I get a lot of inspiration for my music too.
You say you feel my dark and lonely pain, to wake up and do it all again. You say you hear me through the sleet and the rain, but really it's only for your gain. And I'm so tired of you telling me what to do. Your eyes are closed, but you claim to see me. No one really knows what I carry in my soul. I'm out here on my own, alone. No one really knows. No one really knows. No one dead bodies, they fall, multicultural. I thought it was a nightmare, but I woke and saw it all. She screams in the night, something ain't right, but you block your ears and hold your babies tight. No one really knows. No one really knows. No one really knows. As long as you're alright, as long as you don't sin, I'm sure God will let you in. Why is life a race? I lose, you win. Everyone dies and life starts again. No one really knows. No one really knows. No one really knows. And I'm so tired of you telling me what to do. Your eyes are closed, but you claim to see me. No one really knows what I carry in my soul. I'm out here on my own, alone. No one really knows. No one really knows. No one really knows.
I wrote No One Really Knows during the COVID year 2020 when everybody was at home. Music stopped and my world stopped. So I sat home and wrote probably a good 10 songs during that year. And No One Really Knows is about telling off the government of Canada, telling them straight about Indigenous issues. There's parts in there, we're supposed to be multicultural, but yet we face a lot of oppression in Canada as a First Nations person. There are parts in it you'll hear the lyrics multicultural, it's talking about Canada and trying to bring to light the things that we face in this country. One of my favorite shows that I did was at the drumming circle at Ness Creek. They asked me to come and do an hour-and-a-half long show talking about my life as a 60s scoopy and also some of the things I went through, suicidal tendencies when I was a kid and overcoming domestic violence and things like that. And so I was able to get up on a stage and tell everybody my story and add my songs into it. And I thought that was so incredible. And there was a song that I had written called Bittersweet Day, and it talks about racism. And I'm also a poet, so I was reading out a poem that I had written, and it talks about how angry I felt when I come across racism. I feel like a bear. I just want to swing my hands and, knock everything over, how angry I was. And that was part of the poem. And all of a sudden there was a mother bear and two cubs that came out of the woods and were walking around, and everybody was like, there's bears. And I was like, they'll go away. Like, just let them see where they are. And, she left after that. So I think telling that poem called her out of the woods or something, because a friend of mine, after he got off the stage, she said, "Why'd you call those bears out?" talking about the poem. And I thought that was really cool. If there's anybody out there that's a young artist, a young musician, and they need advice, or they're looking, to continue with their career, my advice would be to never give up. Like, don't give up. Even if you're gonna feel like it, there are gonna be times where you feel like maybe nobody's listening, or I'm not getting anywhere, or I can't get the song right. Just keep going. That's what I say. I remember watching an interview with Jim Carrey once, and he talked about, before he became super famous millionaire, he had a check that he wrote to himself that was $1 million, and he kept it in his wallet, and he would envision living in a mansion and having all this money and things. And so that's kind of where my advice would come in. You keep it in your head what you want to do. Keep your mind on it and keep working at it. You'll get there. I'm getting there.